Welcome everybody! In this Python tutorial, we're going to go over the filter function. The Python filter function takes a function as the first argument and a list or similar data as the second argument and applies the function to the data, acting as a type of filter, yielding the results. Now let's go over some examples. In our first example, we're going to use the filter function with another function that we have created. So the first thing we did is we created a list. We created a variable name and assigned a list in a range of numbers from 1 to 100. Now if we print out our list 1 variable, you can see we start at 1 and it goes all the way to 100. Okay? Next, we defined a function. We gave it the name squares no remainder. It will take numbers as arguments when called, and we just named that nums. Next, we created our function logic using an if statement that basically says if any of the numbers in our list here, when you take the square root, have no remainder or nothing after the decimal point, return those numbers and only those numbers. Okay, now to use the filter function, in this case we assigned it to a variable called filter1. We put it inside of a list, so when it's displayed, the numbers will be displayed in a list form. Then we use the filter function, and inside of the filter function, as we mentioned before, it takes two arguments. The first is a function, and the second argument is the data you want the function to be applied to. So let's go ahead and select all of this and run it. You can see here we get back a list of numbers, and remember that's out of the range of numbers going from 1 to 100. These are the numbers when you take the square root, have no remainder or nothing after the decimal point. Moving on to our second example, here again we have another list of numbers, and here we have used our filter function. We've created a variable called filter2, and inside of a list we use our filter function. Here we have a lambda function which will return only the even numbers, and this lambda function will be applied to this list 2 here, which are the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So when we run this out of this list using the filter function, only the evens should be returned. And you can see out of this list here, we get back only the even numbers 2, 4, and 6. Okay, that's all we have for this tutorial on the Python filter function. We will be doing many more Python tutorials in the near future. Join us for those, and we'll see you next time.